That's hard to do.
Welcome, everybody. You're in the green room with Jacob, Julia, and Max, and I'm going to let them say how to pronounce their own name. Because I can't speak French, and I'm not really good at it, so I'm going to include them all on the picture here. And Jacob, Julia, and Max, how do you say the name of your group?
Paris Chansons.
Paris Chansons.
So let me practice. Paris Chansons.
Voilà.
Bravo.
And I didn't even need a glass of wine to do that.
Here, I can give you mine.
All right. So it would be nice if we could. There was a couple of things we were talking about just before we started. Julia wanted to know if I could reach through the camera and trim Jacob's beard. And I want to know if I can reach through the camera and grab your wine. So if we could do those things, this social distancing thing might work.
Absolutely. 3D social distancing. How about that?
Exactly. So now I've got a little thing I'm going to do here. I want to make sure that I'm going to put Max there, and I'm going to put me there and you guys there. And then I got your names. Now, this is really cool what I'm doing. I can put your Max's. No, I got you guys. No, not. So, there. Now I've got this. I've got Julia and Jacob on the left, and I'm going to do this really cool. And all your fans, I'm hoping all your fans are tuning in because they can see all this magic that I'm doing over here. And there's Max. Now, cool. Okay, so I've got Jacob and Julia on the left side of the screen, and Max is on the right. And I've got questions for you guys. So I've known you guys. Oh, that's much better, Max. There, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I can see you better.
Right. Now tilt the screen up just a little bit so we can see more of your face. The other direction. A little bit more. So now, and I'm being a technical director here now. I'm no longer a sound guy. I've become a studio technical director. And now, if you guys want to watch this and turn on my Facebook page, you can see what I'm doing. Oh. It'll be a little bit of a delay, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing.
It is. Now we see it.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So, but you need to turn the sound down to make sure it doesn't come back. Now, I have questions for you guys. First of all, Julia and Jacob, what else do you do before you started doing this? What is it that you did? All I know is you three from this. I want a little bit of background from the three of you. What else is it that you tell me what you do?
Is there anything else in the world other than music?
Well, we were clearly not hoarding enough toilet paper. That's one thing we were not doing. Aside from that, I do closed captioning for TV shows. I do it from home, actually. So I'm still working from home.
Right. And I have a parallel career as a psychotherapist. I work with individuals and couples and teach parenting classes too, in addition to Paris Chansons.
Wow, that's cool. And Max, what have you always just been a singer?
No. I started to sing maybe like 6 years ago.
Really?
Oh yeah. We have a beautiful story about that. Probably we're not going to say it today. Maybe during the show we can say something about it. But I used to play soccer. I used to play professional soccer before.
Really?
In my young life, yes. I was all over the world and playing, And of course, when he came to America, it was like 20, yes, almost like 25 years ago. I started to work on fabric industry.
On the fabric industry.
Fabric industry, from soccer that I love, and then fabric industry.
All right. So now the three of you, you've got fabrics and soccer, you've got psychotherapist, and you got closed captioning, and then you came in and started doing this. How did all of this come about? The three of you, how did you get connected? How did you get, number one, I know you all speak French, but what's this Russian stuff that you guys do too? I mean,
this is all, it's an amazing story, like Max said, how it all started. So it was a little bit more than 6 years ago now, I guess, almost seven. Yeah. We Jacob and I go to the synagogue or Hatorah, and that several of our musicians who are currently in the band, Andre, our amazing violinist, and Jeff, our incredible pianist, were members there. And Max had come and done something there. There was like a sing-along, an Israeli sing-along. And so basically what happened was that they wanted to create an evening. They had opened this cafe there, and they wanted to create an evening. And we suggested we could do an evening of French music because we just love French music. And so we thought, well, who do we know? And we just gathered the people that we knew. And they knew that Max had sung recently at this Israeli gathering, and he had sung something in French. And so they suggested that he could join us. And so there we were, and we suddenly did this evening, and it touched some kind of a cultural chord, because about 100 people came, and they were people from all over the world. And we thought, well, let's do this again. There was such a response. We did it again. They had to turn people away. And after about 5 of these evenings, we realized we are seriously touching some kind of incredible cultural chord. People are asking us, when are you going to do the next one? And that's when I said, you know what, we need to go pro. And I reached out to the Catalina Jazz Club, and we started becoming regulars there and at the Sofitel, and really built a full band.
Well, what I know is that the times I've done sound, it doesn't matter where you play or when you play, people flock to the place. You have a really diehard core group of people. Now, I just want to, before we touch on that, there's a couple of pictures here of posters I want to show everybody, because these are so cool, of different places that you've played. And I think these posters are sort of, what's that iconic French artist that you are able to go out and buy all those French posters? What's that? You know what I'm talking about? They used to be, you go to a place and they're... I don't remember the name of the artist, but there's a real kind of, but anyway, these will become collector's items, and I'm going to show everybody these. This is one of you guys playing. You're supposed to be in Shanghai, right? Jacob and Julia in Shanghai, and that poster is beautiful. Then you've got this one here. It's where you guys at? You're at someplace. I can't even read it because I can't. Oh, this is your vibrato poster. And then that one's cool. And then the next one here is you're playing at the museum of the Musical Instrument Museum in Phoenix. Right. So all 3 of those posters are almost collector's items. Who does those posters, by the way?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess I did that. I dabble in the graphic arts.
Those are beautiful. Those are, you could make those into full-blown posters and sell them, right? And people will hang them on their wall. They can be, you know what? This is what I'm thinking for you guys. You guys need a merch table.
For sure. We really do.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So a merch table. Now,
agreed.
The next thing I want to get to, you also, I've got a couple of pictures here. Let me put those up too, because these are really, really cool pictures of you guys in performance. And this is all came out of you meeting in the synagogue, 6 years ago, right? And I just want to show this. And this was at the, where is the Dakota?
Minneapolis.
This is Minneapolis.
Jazz Club, yeah.
They're beautiful. These are great pictures. And what a beautiful club. What was that experience like?
Oh my God, it's one of our favorite places, right, Max? We just love performing in the Dakota.
One of the best place ever. You know, people, they love us. And of course, you know, we have so many people over there from all over the world. You know, if they are Tunisian, Moroccan, Russian, of course, French, Israeli, even in Minneapolis, it's amazing. It's one of the best venue we ever had.
Absolutely. We've been there about 5 times. We're supposed to come back at the end of July. We're all holding great, great hope for that, that we'll be there again at the end of July. Wow.
Well, so tell me about the different places you've worked now. You started at, where did I first work with you? At the Hotel Sofitel,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And that was 4 years ago, 5 years ago, but
yeah, 6.
Right. And you guys have grown now. You've been all over the country and to all over the world now. Tell me about some of the different places you've all went.
Well, in terms of LA now, our regular monthly residency is at Herb Alpert's Vibrato Jazz Club. We love it so much. And then in terms of touring, we're regulars at the Dakota in Minneapolis, in Chicago, in Vegas. We performed in Vegas and Phoenix.
Portland also.
And Seattle. We had to move those dates. That we were actually supposed to be there this weekend, but we're
supposed to be there yesterday and then tomorrow in Seattle.
Yeah.
Yes, but we've moved those dates to August. But yeah, and in terms of as a duo, the two of us have gone and performed in Bangkok twice and in London. So but we're hoping that the whole band next time will do something internationally together.
And this is what I want to time this just right. So when you guys go to Bangkok again, I want to go. I'll carry your luggage in. And you don't need to get me a return trip. I'll just stay there. I actually have friends there. So tell me now, you all speak French. Now, are you all French?
Actually, only Max and I speak French.
I don't speak French.
Jacob, do you speak French? Do you speak Russian? What do you speak?
I speak Russian, and I speak background French vocals. I could memorize enough to sing backup vocals. So yeah.
So Max,
as you know, I was born in Morocco. So growing up in Morocco, you all speak French, school and everything. But we learn also Arabic also over there. So this is why anytime, we go on stage, and when Jacob calls me on stage, he always says, this is Max. He speaks Hebrew, French, English, and Arabic. He's a one-man diplomatic crisis. What he says all the time about me. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and Julia, you speak French?
Yes. So I was born in Ukraine. I was 5 when we immigrated, so I speak Russian too. But I studied French for many years, and I did my university studies there, and that's where I became fluent and fell in love with the language and the culture and everything. So yeah.
And when did you meet Jacob?
We've been married for 22
years.
20, almost 21.
Almost 21 years.
Yeah.
This June is going to be 21 years.
Where did you grow up, Jacob?
Well, I was born in Russia also, but I grew up mainly in the Seattle area, actually in Bellevue, Washington, a suburb of Seattle.
Okay, so now when you met in the synagogue, all of the people there, are the members, were they mostly French, mostly Russian?
No, there was no connection. We just love this music, and we just wanted to do an evening of French music because we love it. But the people who came to the cafe came from around the city. They weren't synagogue members.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, because they found out what we're doing. Yeah.
Now, and you've discovered there's a really huge group of people from all of the LA area, especially that know all of the French music and all of the the Russian music, and they're mostly folk songs, right? Are they songs that people would maybe have grown up with in those countries?
I wouldn't call them folk songs, but yes, they grew up with them. So, I mean, depending on the age of the audiences, I would say people from their 30s, 40s, 50s and up. And so either they heard their parents singing those songs when they were younger, or they were the songs of their youth, however you want to think about it. And then, of course, there's the more modern contemporary songs that we do as well. So I would say we do songs.
Pop, though. Probably.
Yeah, pop, and cabaret, and I would say we do, and jazzy. So I would say songs from the 30s to today.
Well, here's what I know just on my experience, because I didn't know any of this music. But when you guys start singing those songs, it doesn't matter whether it's songs Max are singing, whether Jacob's singing it, whether Julia's singing it, everybody sings along. They all know those songs. And
the reason why they sing with us those songs, because people, they grew up with those songs, especially the name like Charles Aznavour, Adamo, Joe Dassin, all those big singers, like, people, like ages of from 50 to 60, 70 years old, they grew up with those songs and they know those songs by heart. This is why, they can sing along with us. And we are so happy, because, sometimes we need some help, it's too much for us, sometimes the song is too strong, it's too hard. So they help us to do it. So it's great.
But I would agree. I agree with everything Max just said. But I would say and younger too, like people in their 30s have they come up to us. They tell us. We see more and more people in their 30s and 40s coming up to us, telling us, "Oh my gosh, this music is so like this is the music of our souls." But there's also this really interesting historical reason for this. Like in terms of the Eastern Europeans, there's a lot of Eastern Europeans in our audience as well. Russians, Armenians, Romanians. What happened is that in the former Soviet Union, American and British music was forbidden, but French music was welcomed, and so that's what became the soundtrack of people's lives.
French music.
Yes. While the Beatles was contraband, it was Joe Dassin who was touring in the former Soviet Union, and that's why they have this profound connection.
So let me ask you, because I just, in case anybody's tuning in that speaks French, have a go at talking to them in French. Tell them anything you want to know, you'd like them to know about what we're doing in French.
Max, tu veux commencer? Vas-y.
Ben, tu n'as qu'à commencer parce que je dois boire du vin avant.
D'accord.
Okay.
On est ravis que vous êtes ici avec nous maintenant. Merci d'être venu, de nous regarder sur Facebook.
So I'm going to, there's something I'm going to do. I'm going to...
Encore une seule chose, tous les amis là, tous nos amis qui viennent nous voir à Los Angeles ou Minneapolis, on vous aime tellement, on vous adore, on vous a tellement langui qu'on voudra faire une soirée agréable avec vous, les enfants.
Yes.
Cheers.
We can't wait to all be together again in person.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So now I want to do something. I want to play a clip from you guys. Something. Now I'm not sure which one this is. I have it loaded up to play here, and I'm going to play it. And then when we come back, I'm going to. Oh, why isn't this? When we come back, oh come on. Oh no! Now it's not letting me do it. No,
I mean, we can sing. We can sing to you.
Please, you know what? I may have you do that. Pick up the guitar.
We're not going to let you down.
So, we all day long, this has been one of those days in which the internet has not been cooperating with me. So now I know you guys in the frame, the viewer that you're looking at me, Jacob is out of the picture, but when you see what's being shown on the internet, what's being shown on the Facebook page is all of you. We can see your the whole picture, right? So now do you have a guitar sitting next to you?
Or can you get it?
Yeah, I can.
Jeff, how come we don't see all of us in the screen?
That's the limitations of this particular.
Oh, okay, it's fine.
So basically, you all are learning with me.
But you know something? You look great on the camera.
Oh, really? You think? Yeah. Well, I'm not showing anybody me, really. I'm showing everybody you guys. And
all right, Jacob's got a guitar. Woohoo!
All right. So can you play something since I'm having trouble loading your clip?
Now we can't sing together with Max, right? Because of the delay, or would it?
Well, you can try it and see. You know.
Yeah, that might be.
Okay, we'll do a French-Russian song. It's a very famous Russian song. It means one time, many times, many, many more times. And then Aznavour, Charles Aznavour, wrote the lyrics in the choruses. Sans répit, gratte la guitare, ranimant du fond de nuit toute ma mémoire. Sans savoir que roule en moi un flot de détresse, font renaître sous leurs doigts ma folle jeunesse.
Okay, so you know what?
Thank you.
Shortest show we've ever done.
So what I just learned is it doesn't really work with everybody singing at the same time. It kind of, I'm learning some things about this platform, and the good thing is we're just hanging out at home talking. And so now I'm seeing all of you guys. I'm seeing Julia, Jacob, Max. Now I'm really going to try this. Bear with me. I'm going to try to hopefully, I'm going to redo something here, and I'm going to hopefully get this working so I can show the clip. Oh, my thing is completely frozen up. Of course. I can't tell you how frustrating it is. Technology. Let me try this. No, that's not going to work either. I'm just going to be stuck talking to you guys.
And maybe you can tag us later in the video, and then that people can watch it afterwards.
That's what I can do. Okay, so give me some history to some of the music you play. And you know what I can do? Maybe I can play it and we can just hear the music. We could do that. Let's try this. Try that. Everything's frozen up. All of my computer and everything.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Well, the one thing I have access to is wait a minute. I can maybe do this. I'm trying more things. I've got all kinds of tricks up my sleeve. I can play. We can hear this. Okay, hold up. Here it comes.
الدنيا الكبيرة وبلادها الكثيرة لفيت والأمن النداني الحب الأولاني سيف كله وجيت سلام يا سلام سلام يا سلام سلام يا سلام شربنا بالسلام وليس الحب الصافي وليس الحب الدافي وليس في الحمر وبعد المغارب تلاقي في القاري وطول السهر والسهر والسمر سلامة يا سلامة salut يا سلامة سلامة يا سلامة je reviendrai de Salama. C'était un mirage, il n'y avait pas de rivière. Elle a volé riche, douce terre, n'était que du sable. Il reprend sa course vers l'autre source. Il finit la patrouille de la liberté. Salama ya salama, je te salue ya salama. Salama ya salama, je reviendrai de Salama. ليس الحب الصافي ليس الحب الضافي وليس في القمر وبعد المغارب تلاقي في القارب وطول السهر والسهر والقمر والقمر سلامة يا سلامة je te salue يا سلامة سلامة يا سلامة je reviendrai de Salama. Salama ya Salama, je te salue ya Salama. Salama ya Salama, je reviendrai de Salama.
Okay, so guess what? That was great. I wish we could see it, but I've got this fixed. I've got this fixed. Okay, so the issue is not my computer, but it's the mouse I was using. The mouse wasn't working. Now I could actually show a video, and I want to show, now we've listened to that, I want to show this other video that you sent or that is on your Facebook page. And let me get to that.
Was that the one that's just of me and Jacob?
The
one that we just did, that we made for Salama.
Yes. Okay, so
there's two videos. We just made this one for Salama, trying out this new way of recording remotely, right? That was an experiment, and it worked. So
okay,
next time our full band, because we didn't include everybody in this one.
Okay, so this I'm guessing this is what you just described, and I'm going to put this on and try it.
Same one.
That's what
the same one.
Well, at least we're seeing it now. We're seeing it.
الدنيا الكبيرة وبلادها الكثيرة لفيت 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 والهم النداني الحب الأولاني سيب كله وجيت يفوت وتحب سلامة يا سلامة 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 يا سلامة جبريل بالسلامة وليس الحب الصافي وليس الحب الدافي وليس في الحمر وبعد المغارب تلاقي في القارب وطول السهر والسهر والسمر والقمر سلامة يا سلامة je te salue يا سلامة سلامة يا سلامة je reviendrai de Salama. C'était un mirage, il n'y avait pas de rivière. Elle a volé riche, douce terre, n'était que du sable. Il reprend sa course vers l'autre source. Il finira par trouver le fil de la liberté. Salama ya Salama, je te salue ya Salama. Salama ya Salama, je reviendrai de Salama. انسى الحب الصافي انسى الحب الدافي وليس في القمر وبعد المغارب تلاقي في القارب وطول السهر والسهر القمر والضحك ويا سلام يا سلام يا سلام سلام يا سلام شوف ينهي بالسلام سلام يا سلام سلام يا سلام سلام يا سلام شوف ينهي بالسلام.
All right. So I do have to say, I apologize. First off, I noticed that now that I've got my thing working and I can see what I'm doing and make this work, I noticed that I spelled you guys wrong.
Oh, you did?
I spelled it Paris Chansons.
Oh, we didn't realize.
I'll fix
We
it.
forgive you. We forgive you.
I'll fix that. So now I lost Max. You know, I love technology, but now that I still have you, and there is Max coming back. You know, let's see. I'm going to play this next video quick, and we'll come back and talk. This is the one where the two of you are just playing from your home. Okay?
Yes.
And let's do that. Here we go.
Friends, bonjour les amis. During this challenging time we're all experiencing, many people are finding beauty in simple things, and this song by Jean-Jacques Goldman really speaks to that, and we wanted to share it with you. Il y a du temps de la bruyère et des bois de pin, rien de bien malin. Il y a des hérissons d'éclairs, pas de quoi en faire. En de ce bois, il y a des odeurs de menthe et des cheminées, des feux dedans. Il y a des choses de nuit lente et l'histoire absente, banalement. Et loin de tout, loin de moi, c'est là que tu te sens chez toi, de là que tu pars, où tu reviens chaque fois, et où tout finit bien. Il y a des enfants, des grands-mères, une petite église et un grand café. Il y a au fond du cimetière des joies, des misères, du temps passé. Il y a une petite école et des bancs de bois du contrefois. Il y a des images qui collent au bout de tes doigts, ton cœur qui bat. Et loin de tout, loin de moi, c'est là que tu te sens chez toi, de là que tu pars, où tu reviens chaque fois, et où tout finit bien. Plus la terre est avide, et plus cet amour est grand, comme un mineur imbue d'un marin, son océan. Plus la nature est avide, il serait debout, parce que l'on a tant besoin que l'on ait besoin de nous. Ils portent les stigmates de leur peine, de leur sang, comme une mère préfère un peu son plus fragile de moi. C'est là que tu te sens chez toi. De là que tu vas, où tu reviens chaque fois. Et où tout finit bien. Il y a
Bravo!
That was beautiful. All right, so now I want to make sure this doesn't play. Stop. So now that I have my mouse working, you know, there's nothing that's professional like having everything stop working.
That's at Vibrato, though. That was our most recent show at Vibrato on March 1st before everything went crazy.
Oh, man. And that's a great place for you guys to play. You have a good following there. They have good sound.
Yeah.
It's a nice venue, right?
Fantastic. We love it.
And, you know, one thing that I got to say before we started here, I was talking to Julia a little bit and I wasn't feeling real well. And since I've been doing this, I feel like fantastic. I feel so much better. So tell me, what do you have planned? Are you guys going to do any kind of really nice recording? And do you have some stuff in the works to make a something physical that you can sell? Jacob, you seem to be the marketing guy.
Well, I mean, Julia's the marketing genius. I do kind of some of the legwork for her.
We have some plans, right?
We have a plan to put together a live album, you know, from some of the shows we've done. So we might be able to do this during this time, you know, when we're at home.
and Max, in the fashion industry, what's happening for you? What do you have anything? What are you just sitting at home? What's happening with you?
You know what? I'm staying home. I love it. You know, it's a great time, you know, for your friends, for your family. You know, I spoke with my family like I've never, ever spoke with them. You know, especially I have a big family. I have 8 brothers and sisters, nieces and nephews. I have like 1 billion people to talk with them and checking out, you know, if everything is okay. They are always checking about me, you know, if I'm feeling good, you know, because I'm the only one here in America, most of my family in Israel. So, yeah, but, you know, I feel so great. I mean, the only thing, you know, I miss is my my people, you know, people who, you know, we share so much with them. You know, we had a great time. Just lately, we went to this Culver Hotel, and it was also a beautiful show over there. So I feel them. I feel, you know, we met so many people, you know. I met, like, at the Culver Hotel, I met, like, a Lebanese guy who was incredible. He knows all our songs. He was singing all our songs all night long. So we feel great, you know, about this band, you know, Jacob, Julia, Andre, Jeff, everybody. We are so grateful, you know, to have this band. And of course, you know, we have this fan who love what we are doing. So it was like reciprocal, you know, like we give them and they give us so much love. And I miss that. This is the only thing I miss, you know, to share with them this love. And particularly, you know, these days, you know, like everybody needs a hug and everybody needs a a kiss whatsoever. But so hopefully, you know, I mean, we're gonna, the minute, you know, will be over, I'm telling you, I'm gonna jump. I think I'm gonna be crazy on stage. I'm gonna kiss everybody. I don't know. I'm crazy. So this is what I'm waiting for, you know. Especially we have, you know, all over Minneapolis, Portland, Seattle, and all those places. And it's great, you know, we feel great. and I feel happiness in my life also as well. You know, just to meet, you know, like 7 years ago, to meet Julia, Jacob, and all those guys, you know, perfectly nice and beautiful ambiance together. We love each other. We love what we are doing. So it's great. You know, I feel great, and hopefully we'll do it soon.
Yes, we second that emotion. We second that emotion. Yeah, and hopefully, you know, this summer, we're really all hopeful that in the next couple of months we'll be able to get out there and perform and everybody will be able to enjoy life again in the way that they were before. But I think the desire, the joy, the appreciation will be even higher than ever because everybody's, you know, just appreciating things so much now, you know, in new ways.
Yeah, you know, I think when this lets up, when there's a chance and everybody starts getting out, there's going to be sort of an explosion of everybody wanting to get together. And one thing that I noticed, the fans you guys have, and it seems like it's a family in a way that I've never seen a band really have. And as it grows for you guys, I see that just at the Culver Hotel. I remember a couple of people standing behind me going like, "Where's Max? Where's Julie? I can't wait to see them." And there is, and it really has a lot to do with the music and just all of your personalities. You really do have a chemistry that is really fun, and the music really brings that out. And well, let me ask a little bit. Now I know the French thing. How did doing the Russian songs come about? Did something you just decided to do? How did that happen?
Well, I mean, I should say that actually, like, you know, Julie and I were singing together before we started.
Okay.
This, you know, and we'd sing French and Russian songs. We both grew up hearing Russian music and as well as French and also a lot of heavy metal, death metal. So, you know, so kind of it's sort of our natural inclination, I guess, to do the French, but also with a little bit of, you know, Russian thrown in, just because we like it. And, you know, there's some very energetic music. And
we both are fluent in Russian, of course. So it's natural to us. But yeah, it's the Russian twist, you know.
Well, let me ask. This is because I think this is really interesting because the two cultures seem to be intermixed and intertwined in a way that is kind of surprising to me because you mentioned being from Russia and from Morocco and everything, but yet when you sing songs, it doesn't matter which place you sing them from, everybody in the audience knows them. And that's sort of fascinating to me how that happens. How does that happen? Do you have any explanation?
Yeah, it's one of the reason, you know, because we have fans from all over. We have Moroccan, Israeli, Russian, you know, from all over the world. So they know, you know, they can hear Arabic, they can hear French and Russian. By the way, you know, we are singing also Arabic songs to our fan, you know, if they are from Morocco, Lebanese or Armenian. Oh, by the way, you know, like my friend Jacob, he has a beautiful song in Armenian, and they are crazy about it. So we try to touch every single one.
Yeah.
This is why they love our show.
Yes, and there is another interesting explanation in addition to everything Max is just saying. It just came into my mind right now. It's that the icons of French music are literally from all over the globe. So most people, when they think of French music, they think of Edith Piaf. But there are so many famous French icons, like Charles Aznavour, right, is from Armenian origin. Dalida, who made Salma famous, the song we just
from Egypt.
From Egypt, yes. Enrico Macias from Algeria, and Max
exactly.
a lot of his songs. What am I forgetting? Adamo was from Italy. Jodassin was actually born in New York.
Yes.
Who else am I forgetting? These are like the major icons of French music. They are literally from all over the globe. So that's a piece of why people from all over the world know this music.
So if there's anybody that wants to know about how to find this music and wanted to look it up on the internet, how would they find some of this stuff?
You mean specifically how would they find us, our recording?
Well, you guys, so you have a website?
Yeah, they should go to our website. So Paris, Paris, Chansons, ChanSons.com. they'll see YouTube videos and MP3s there, and our EP.
And also they can find you on Facebook.
Yes, of course, on Facebook.
Right. And then if somebody said, well, I'm interested in this music, just generally speaking, how does somebody even search for some of that? Because you guys are touching, I knew you kind of gave me an explanation, but I'm thinking Armenian, I'm thinking Arabic, I'm thinking Israeli, and I'm thinking, where do I find all that different music?
They have to come to our show, Jeff. That's the answer. They're going to find it all there.
There you go. So I believe you send me also a clip. Is there a clip here? I think I should be able to find a clip that you sent that had a picture of it was with a twist. What was that?
Oh, that's over text. I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. Right. Do you guys, can I play that?
Yeah, that's our main video clip, and it's on YouTube.
Is it all right? Can I play that quick?
Yeah, play it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that.
J'en ai marre de bonnes manières, c'est trop pour moi. Moi, je mange avec les mains. Je suis comme ça, je parle pas, je suis franche. Excusez-moi. Fini les bancs que c'est moi, je casse là, j'en ai marre de langue de bois. Regardez-moi, de toute manière, je vous en veux pas, je suis comme ça.
We like to say we do French music from A to Z, from Aznavour to Zaz, or in other words, from classic to contemporary artists. But we always do it in our own way with a unique twist, our own original renditions, so that people hear it in a way they've never heard it before.
Je veux l'amour, la joie, de la bonne humeur. C'est pas votre argent qui fera mon bonheur. Moi je veux crever la main sur le cœur. Allons ensemble découvrir ma liberté. Oubliez donc tous vos clichés. Bienvenue dans ma réalité.
J'ai grandi avec les chansons d'Enrico Macias, Adamo, Charles Aznavour, Gilbert Bécaud, etc.
Et on m'appelle l'oriental, le bras haut, regard fatal. Et l'on m'appelle l'oriental, car moi je suis sentimental. Et pourtant je ne fais pas de mal, on m'a surnommé l'oriental. Chanson triste ou chanson gay.
We are so happy, so lucky, to be together and to give these beautiful songs to many people who knows those songs by heart, and they can sing along with us, and makes the show more interesting and more beautiful.
Oh, la chanson c'est comme l'amour, ça fait rêver. La nuit, le jour, on m'a surnommé oriental, car moi je suis.
When we get booked in a new city where we've never performed before, the first thing that I do is reach out to the cultural organizations that represent the Francophiles. So that's the Russians, the Armenians, the Romanians, Israelis, Moroccans, Persians, there's many more. And I let them know that a French cultural event is coming to their city and ask them if they would partner with us to spread the word. And they do. And it's been amazing.
I like to start every show by saying we're about to take you on a journey from the sounds of a quaint Parisian cafe to a bustling Moroccan souk, across countless hearts and radio dials through Eastern Europe and beyond. This is the music that has captivated the world.
Bravo!
Hey, that was great. That was great. So, what I want to say is off of that, after listening to that, I sing when I'm done doing sound for you guys. I'm singing all of those songs in my head for like the next 3 days, you know, you know, and they're really easy melodies to catch. And I'll
that, Jeff, there are copyright issues, and we'll have to sign a contract next time.
So, what you just described when you were saying you reach out to all of the different communities, it mind boggles me that you reached all those different how many different cultures are you reaching out to? What, 6, 7, 8?
Yeah,
many.
yeah. And I mean, I contact their cultural organizations, their religious organizations, their Facebook pages, and try to, you know, make it an event for the community, because this is something that truly unites everybody.
Okay, so I'm not a psychic, but this is what I see. This is what I see. I see a big bus and a world tour across the country. You're on this tour in a bus, and you play all these, you know, cultural centers, and you do all this stuff. You're making a lot of money. Then you come home to little old me and say, "Hey, Jeff, will you come do sound for us?"
We love it.
We love it.
and then I'm seeing a jet plane. You get on the jet plane and you're off to all the Asian cities, and then you're off to Morocco and then Armenia, and where else? You could go all kinds of places and play all this music, and everybody would love it.
We're ready. Let's do it.
So we need to sell those posters, Jacob. Those are amazing posters. Make those up into posters, and you get your merch table. And you know, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing this out there. You know, this is just just me. You know, I'm not real smart guy, but you get
Jeff. We're gonna have a bus soon.
Okay.
We're gonna have a bus soon.
Okay. So you get the bus. Now, here's the thing. I know that I'm just going to hang around Max, because then I'll be able to meet all the ladies. All the ladies want to meet Max. And then, so that'll be cool for me. But the other thing is, when you get that music together, are you going to be able to sell it on your website and all that sort of thing? Or how are you going to market that?
Sure. Yeah, we would hope to sell it at the website and on tour. Absolutely.
I like this world tour. I'm feeling it. The world tour of Paris Chansons.
Paris Chansons.
Chanson. So it's more almost like an SH than a CH, right?
Yes.
So the chanson.
Chanson.
Chanson. So you got to put the N in there a little bit. Chanson. Right? So like that?
You are getting there. You are getting there.
By the time we get out of quarantine, you'll get it. Believe in you, Jeff.
By the time I'm out of quarantine. So I want to, first of all, thank you for taking the time to do this with me, because this is just something that I've started doing. This is now, I've done 26 of these, right?
Wow.
And all of them, a couple of them have been kind of good, and almost all of them have had, glitches here and there, because this is one thing that I'm understanding as musicians, as we're learning and we're starting to do more of this from our home and live stream. And then you guys are going to start doing something too soon, right?
Yeah, we're going to do our first concert. We can only do it as a duo at this moment, but over Zoom this Friday night. So
this Friday night, and they can tune. You've got you're going to send out an invitation on Zoom or something.
Yeah.
Okay. So that as we learn how to do all of that stuff, one thing that I'm learning is no matter what we do, we're still at the mercy of the internet. And since we're all sitting at home trying to get on this, it's like a tube. Everybody's trying to squish their there's streams through that little tube, and it gets glitchy. And Zoom, from what I understand, is pretty good. I haven't used it yet, but everybody I've talked to, it's been pretty good. So when they tune into you on Friday, and you'll post that on your Facebook page and all that kind of stuff, how to tune into that.
Yeah.
And Max, you know what? I think maybe you should just do a solo, just sing and get your glass of wine and just sing some songs, just a cappella.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I need Jacob, because he starts always my songs. But I just want to say a song, like when you feel, when you leave your country, when you leave your friend. So it calls J'ai quitté mon pays. So I hope you can hear me. J'ai quitté mon pays, j'ai quitté ma maison, ma ville, ma triste vie se traîne sans raison. J'ai quitté mon soleil, j'ai quitté ma mer bleue, leurs souvenirs se réveillent. Bien après mon adieu, soleil, soleil de mon pays perdu, des villes blanches que j'aimais, des filles que j'ai jadis connues. J'ai quitté une amie, je vois encore ses yeux mouillés de pluie, de la pluie de l'adieu. Je revois son sourire, si près de mon visage, il faisait resplendir le soir de mon village. Mais du bord du bateau qui m'éloignait du quai, une chaîne dans l'eau a claqué comme un fouet. J'ai longtemps regardé ses yeux bleus qui fuient. La mer les a noyés dans le flot du regret.
Yeah.
Cheers!
Hey, that was great. That was great. So we're almost.
Thank you.
We're almost at our hour, and again, I want to thank you for putting up with my nonsense and my glitchy stuff over here. And I hope that I was able to get a message out. People can tune into this, and you can post this on your own page, and you certainly help me add more to what I'm doing, because I don't know anybody that does the stuff you're doing, and there's nobody like this as far as I know. So you're giving me something extra different to share with people that are tuning into me, and I thank you for that.
Thank you so much, Jeff. It means a lot.
We love it.
And all these years that we've worked together with you, and we hope we will be again soon.
Yeah.
We're just so grateful you're such an incredible professional, and we really value you.
Well, I appreciate that. And again, I enjoy always working with you guys. It's always been a pleasure. And from Jeff to Adam and Sinclair and Andre, and then the three of you, the main three, it's been always fun. And let's hope that we all stay healthy and safe and give virtual hugs to each other. And thank you. I'm going to take us out with something of a little bit of a French song I have on. I don't know what it's going to sound like, but we're going to take it out. Thank you. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.